pitching here, but I want you to think about communicating that stand, taking that vision, and putting it into a statement that expresses who you are. An elevator pitch, for those who don't know, is called that because you're pitching your business in the length of time that it takes when you get on the elevator and get off the elevator. So that's pretty quick, right? 1 or 2 sentences at the most, and short ones. So what I'm suggesting is you make a very short brand statement. How you describe who you are, what you're an expert at, what you want to do, what your career looks like. Okay? It's what makes you unique, what sets you apart from other people. That's also part of it. It expresses your passion. And you use it when you introduce yourself to people. You use it on your resume and in your cover letter. Because it is, like a brand, a unique positioning statement for you. You're not a salesman. You're a very special kind of person. You're probably saying it. You're not saying you're a salesman at all, but you're using words that indicate that you're the super salesman of the world, if that happened to be it. See, this is my brand statement, which, by the way, I'm always changing, and that's okay. It's an evolution. You can see it. I am a leadership strategist who teaches people how to change their lives and organizations through collaborative connections. I'm still working. A in C.R.E.A.T.E. Accountability. This is really critical because you can know all this, but if you don't hold yourself accountable, it ain't going to happen. And it means you have to be a tough boss to you. Your own tough boss. Every day, set your intention, what you're going to do, what you're going to get done as it relates to your entourage. Make sure you get out there and get those meetings made and you're prepared when you go in. You're going to track your meetings. You're going to track your introductions. You're going to make sure you thank everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I cannot tell you how far thank you goes. When you thank people, they want to do more for you. If you don't thank them, they will never do anything for you again. I had a young woman who couldn't get a job about a year ago. I made an introduction to her. She got a job. She was a lawyer. The person I introduced her to hired her. I didn't know it till 2 months after she got the job. She never told me. And you know how I found out? Because the lawyer that I introduced her to mentioned it to me. Oh, we hired that young woman that you... Oh, I said, oh, I'm so glad that worked. You can imagine what I'm thinking. Excuse me, she never even bothered to tell me, thank me. If she calls me again, do you think I'm going to be very quick to help her? No. And if she had, along the way, I could be there for her for so many other things. Very, very important. Always honor your commitments. If you say you're going to get back to someone at a certain time, get back to them then. If you don't, then make sure you let them know you're sorry. Something came up, you couldn't do it. Clean it up. Clean it up if you don't honor your commitment. Do your best to honor your commitment. When you send an email to somebody and they don't respond, don't assume they didn't respond because they are not interested in you. How many emails do people get in a day? 100? 200? I have a technique that I use because, believe me, I send out a lot of emails. I'm always out there building relationships. If I don't get an email back within a reasonable amount of time, which could be 3 days, but usually is a week, I take the email, I forward it again with a new subject line, I put the person's name in it, and I say, Jim, did you miss my email? With a question mark. I would say that 98% of the time I get a response. They either missed my email, it went into spam, or they just got busy, but they're so glad I reminded them. So don't take it as rejection if people don't get back to you. I would even do it a third time if I didn't hear from them. What have you got to? This is courage, right? We talk about, I mean, it really doesn't take a lot of courage to send an email, but some of us could be saying, oh, I can't do that. Well, what's going to happen? Only good things could happen. No bad things are going to happen. You won't be punished, I promise you. Keep a journal. Or a connections grid, which actually I've designed a connections grid, and I am happy to email it to you if you email me that you would like a copy of it. It's something that will allow you to track everything and be more accountable. It helps. You really have to keep a record of this. Then you know who you thanked. You keep track of who you met with, who they introduced you to, so you remember who to thank. When you, and sometimes you could lose track. Oh my God, who introduced me to that person? So this way you have it all there. It also has a part that you put down if you send your resume, the next follow-up things too. Okay, T for trust. We're almost through C.R.E.A.T.E, okay? Thanks for bearing with me. Trust. Trust is so important. People that are in your entourage are only there if you build trust. And you only want them if you trust them, so it's a two-way street. And they will only be there if they trust you. Part of that is keeping your word. You say you're going to do something, you do it. You thank them. Show gratitude to the people that have helped you. And help doesn't mean just getting a job. It means if they do anything at all. If they just give you words of wisdom, that deserves a thank you. Everything. And then ask them how you can help them. That should be part of it. I end every meeting I have with somebody with that. If the meeting was about how they're helping me, or we're just discussing things, and maybe they're not helping me, but we're just having a really good conversation at the end, once I know they understand who I am and what I can do, I always say, how can I help you? And if they say, gee, I don't know, I said, well, know that I'm here. Anytime I can help you, just let me know. This is collaboration. This is paying it forward. So the last letter in C.R.E.A.T.E. It's do all the things that you just heard, and you will have established your entourage. As I said, it may change, it may grow, it may develop. But if you do this, if you are out there helping each other, people in your entourage, maybe people even in your class, people, your coworkers, if you have that kind of attitude, everyone will succeed. And that's what I want. I have a vision, actually, of connecting people globally. Because wouldn't we all understand each other better from country to country if we were there communicating, sharing, and supporting each other, coming from a different place. We're all being authentic with each other and seeing how we can contribute to each other's lives and to each other's careers and businesses. It's all about collaboration. And it's all about having an entourage. So, do you think you have the steps for an entourage?